Now a historic flip-flop by the White House. The Justice Department announcing today the confessed 9/11 mastermind and 4 other suspects of that crime will face justice at a military trial, not at a civilian court here in the United States. The president promised to close that prison at Guantanamo Bay, said he promised he would do it in the first year of office and end the military commissions. So much for that. Today, the Attorney General Eric Holder said he stands by his original decision to try the suspects in federal court here in New York City, but he says Congress made that impossible last year when it blocked the transfer of Gitmo detainees to the United States.
Those restrictions are unlikely to be repealed in the immediate future, and we simply cannot allow a trial to be delayed any longer for the victims of the 9/11 attacks or for their family members who have waited for nearly a decade for justice.
Holder said the administration will fight the repeal of those restrictions, and try other terror suspects in federal court. He also says the president is committed to keeping his promise to close Guantanamo Bay someday. Of course, that wasn't the promise. At any rate, Catherine Harrods is live in our newsroom in D.C. We learned today, Catherine, that there was an indictment in that 9/11 case.
Well, that's right, Shep. Even court papers dismissing that sealed indictment against the 9/11 suspects that was handed up by a New York grand jury in December 2009 pinned the blame on Capitol Hill. Quote, in light of this opposition by Congress to a federal criminal prosecution, the government does not believe there is any reasonable likelihood that the defendants will be tried in this forum in the near future. The father of Todd Beamer, one of the heroes of Flight 93 downed on 9/11 in Pennsylvania, finds the Justice Department's equivocation disturbing.
The ongoing circus from this administration about what to do and why and whose fault it is, it's painful. It hurts.
And while Beamer doesn't speak for everyone, I've heard from nearly a dozen of the 9/11 families today, and they say to me they're at least relieved that now a process appears to be in place, Shep.
You know, Catherine, you've been reporting on this program for months and months now that the trial will never go back to New York. So why this big announcement today?
Well, we don't have a lot of clarity on what the catalyst was that provoked this decision, but there's several factors, at least tonight, that were in play. There's a major hearing on Capitol Hill tomorrow that was anticipated to embarrass the administration over this delay. And now the administration can avoid the potential embarrassment of reaching the 10th anniversary of the attacks without a trial in motion. And while it was up to Eric Holder today to make that announcement, some analysts believe that Holder was simply the messenger and that the final decision ultimately rested, Shep, with the White House.
All right, Catherine, thank you.